Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the timer because I was busy. And yeah, this happens a lot. I really am sorry, but I hope you can find the patience and understanding that I'm don't edit, because I don't want to edit any mistakes out. I think if I will edit, I will really edit everything stupid I say happens sometimes to everything and make it look perfect. So I don't want to edit, but I also sometimes forget to look at the timer and realize that, you know, I have 20 minutes. It used to be 28, but now it's 20 minutes. Kind of sucky. But anyways, I forget sometimes. I know I'll be making it. I know it's at the back of my head, but I keep forgetting it somehow. Enough of that. So I'm not going to show you how I color these because that's obvious. I already showed you. You can use everything, right? So this, we have this petals, which will have 4. This one, just big one. I'm going to use yellow. And yellow. And for these, which are the same size, yeah, the same size, I have you. Is it the same size though? Not sure anymore. Yeah. Okay. I've used kind of cream, beige color. And because I don't have beige, I've used soft pastels. In America, you call it chalk. But chalks are like, yeah, chalk. I use soft pastels. Soft pastels you use for art. Chalks is what you use for school or street. Yeah, but they are chalks eventually. Anyways, so I've done that. Have a scissor, styrofoam bowl, and my embossing tool. I'm gonna use scissor because I will want to wrap these templates around the styrofoam bowl. So I'm gonna cut, not totally cut it, just until the edge, just cut a piece out. Every 3 petals or something. Don't cut it through because you'll have 4 separate pieces, individual pieces, and we don't want that. Or 5. So there's 4 left. I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna do that again here. Just cut halfway somewhere. There, the 4 here. Maybe every 4 petal, and then you'll be fine. And this way you can shape it, and then it'll be fine. So again, you can use ink pads to color them, watercolor ink or marker or alcohol ink, it's called. You can use everything you have on, like acrylic paint can be possible, but that's real pain because after painting, especially with acrylic paint, they tend to kind of glue on the surface. You really have to lift it and separate it from the surface, or else it will stick to your surface you were painting on. So I'm avoiding that. I haven't used acrylic paint in a while. You can, and it can be really pretty. Watercolor paint, alcohol ink, liquid watercolor paint. This is liquid watercolor paint. So yeah, and also because if liquid watercolor paint is just so easy to wash off afterwards. Unlike bits. So I'm gonna do that for these as well. Like every 3, 4. 4. I'm doing this every 4. There you go. There. Okay. And I'm just going to shape it by using our embossing tool. And as you can see, I'm going up and down there and curl the petals. When using cardstock, you have to use pressure. Use pressure because it's stiffer, and this is also why we like to use, why I like to use, how do you call that? Sketching paper, because it's so much easier and less painful. And when you're a beginner, you haven't developed the muscles yet. Yeah, the first time can be hurtful, I know. But give it a rest. Don't injure yourself. And then you'll be fine after that. It's just your hand's not used to making those movements. Also, don't use your pulse, just but your arm, okay? And cardstock, yeah, okay, yeah, that's really painful. And as you can see, I'm pressing really hard to make it compact. This is like a stainless steel one, or surgical steel actually. And yeah, this was like 10 euros back then, but I've had it since I started making flowers. So I didn't have to buy, never had to buy a new one. It's something you buy once and then you'll use it for ever. I had kind of a thing here because, you hear that? And that was like my thumb here. Because it was not used to. So what I did, at start, and you can see it, it's marks here. I used a bandage to secure that. Till my finger got used to this. There you go. That's that. Now I'm gonna shape the styrofoam bowl in like oval shape, like an egg. This, just press, shape it. It is possible to shape it. See? So it's not round. If you can't find this mesh this size in America, I know actually, in fact, that a lot of you do or can't find it because only bigger or really small. You can use clay to create your own, like Crayola Magic Clay, is it called, right? You can use clay. Just shape it, let it dry. Well, actually, before letting it dry, you really have to use thingy already. I'm gonna use the whole wire. Yeah. I'm gonna need my bent nose plier. There. I'm gonna place it at the end of the wire and just create a hook. Small hook. It's a bit too big, but fine. Just like that. You see? And then when you're using clay, just do the same. But then let it dry. And in the meantime, you can use clay is easier, also very affordable. You can clay can be also just a few there, and then you just let it dry. If you depends on you're gonna make 3, 4. That's really not big. You just let it dry a bit, or put them in a freezer or fridge. I think that's really fast. I haven't tried it out. I think that could help. Okay, and now we're gonna attach them. We're gonna start with the biggest one. And just shape around it. Oh, there's the shape like that. There. There. And as you can see, mine is really out of shape. But that's okay. This one is definitely not perfect because a piece fell out. So there's a dent at the bottom. Applying glue, you have to apply glue at least like all the way to the top, because you want to make it compact, and it will only attach to where you apply glue. And yes, we're gonna layer it. Like, be like, why don't you see? At least you will see layers create that effect. you know, of a pistol. It's called a pistol, actually. For the thing. I know, maybe you like, I've seen the pink Magnolia. No, it's not. I also want to mention that it's not the same template, nor is the construction. The construction is the same, but the petals are different. The petals are done differently. So it's a whole different flower. Yeah. And sometimes won't stick because this layer just help the board thing. There. There you go. What time is it? 4 minutes. Oh. Finally reminded to look at the time. So tomorrow I'm gonna do a lot of pictures. Oh no, I've only colored one side, I see now. Oh yeah, that's fine. Yes, I can do that. Okay. Shape it. Again, only attach to where you apply glue. So, apply glue where necessary. And as you can see, mine is really not perfectly shaped. Look. See, it's not, it goes diagonal, kind of. It's okay. You won't see much of it. So if yours is imperfect too because it's diagonal, it's okay, don't worry. Don't throw it away. Just keep it and keep on going. So attach this one. Next. There. There you have it. Okay, 2 of those. Now, I do like to clean everything, so I'm gonna see you. Look, I'm in time, I saw you. I will see you in the next part. Part 3, right? Yeah, part 3. I was seeing part